frame rate's been changed to 30 frames. I wanted it 29.97.
What?
What the heck? Because I noticed like our frame rate just seems kind of wonky in the live version. Anyways, hi everybody.
Hi, everybody. Alex C., why are you booing me? Manuel, come on. I'm just a man.
Are they booing you?
Yeah, it's been sick for almost 3 weeks.
I don't have any control over them. I don't have anything to say about that.
I was going to say, it looks really contrasty. Remember, I lowered my quality significantly. So yours looks better than mine.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, it looks fine. Let's see if I do. Oh, look at that real player status right there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
It's like someone put Vaseline over the lens.
It's awesome. Okay, so here's the thing. We'll let you guys on inside on the draft. We haven't downloaded. Just because we've downloaded somebody does not mean that we've drafted them. We're going in this completely raw, if you will.
I'm eating chili.
Yeah.
Someone else was eating oatmeal.
So he's going to be all throwing up during the podcast.
The spice helps clear things up even momentarily. Okay. Hello, Brock without the K. I do love chili. Manuel is really lobbying for MC Poppy.
MC Poppy. All right.
Hello, Dami Ray.
Brock, regardless of whether or not, what's his guy name? Lep
the con man.
Lep the con man gets in. I loved your promos. I thought they were fantastic. And it introduced me to
that app.
Philly
exactly. Flexer asked crackers or Fritos in your chili. Right now, neither. Historically, I like cornbread as my accompaniment to my chili.
Mm-hmm.
Chili with bacon grease. That sounds like too much.
Chili with bacon grease.
If you use bacon grease to cook stuff, it can be like eggs and bacon grease is okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind feel like you're having a heart attack as you eat it. Thabata? Who knows?
How's leaky taint sound? Is that a person?
I don't know what that means. Hello, Robbie.
Crackers or Fritos in your chili? Frito sounds great. Fritos sound fantastic.
Hello, Sergio. Hello, Corey.
Janet Jarrett.
Hello, Stevie Bradley.
Hello, Stevie Bradley. Oof.
Oh, it's Mac Poppy.
McPoppy. Have you seen Billy Kay's arm? Oh no, I didn't.
There's a picture on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Pretty nasty.
Mark
Huh?
on it.
Oh, I did. Was it the little cut? Okay, yeah, I saw that. That was pretty gnarly. Preview a Bad Wrestling logo. I have mine. Hopefully, the weekend will allow him time to get with the program. Episode 1 will be airing Thursday. Mine is ready.
Alex, see, prepared to be happy then.
Oh, for Space Horse? Well, don't give stuff away, dude.
I'm not giving anything away. He says if it's in the top, if Space Horse goes in the top 10 overall,
it'd be really surprising. Hello, Karen. It'd be really surprising if Space Horse fell out of the top 10. Or, I'll be honest, even out of the top 5.
I know.
Yeah.
Corey Smith, you are correct. Safeway chili is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm really picky about my chili. Safeway.
So Alex C, the hair whips, she has beads in them, on them.
If you look towards the top, there's beads in the braid.
Yeah.
And so when she hits it,
the sound
what you hear
reverberates
is the braids
hitting
against each other.
Yeah. I was sad to see Candace get dumped, as relatively quickly.
She had a
as
good
she
showing,
did.
man.
She had an okay showing.
Final 5.
Yeah.
Or 6. All right, Manuel.
God damn it, Manuel.
And Janet Jarrett just zoomed up draft boards now.
Yeah, there you go.
Put it that way.
Although I kind of figured all that in the first place. I knew she had a spacesuit because I saw a spacesuit.
You kind of heard some of Candace's pop when she came out, and it was noticeable.
Why haven't they signed her?
I don't know. She did an interview where she said like her life's dream is to be a
I don't
full-time-
get what the problem there is.
I don't know.
What is the problem with that?
I don't know.
And it's NXT. It's not like they pay him an overwhelming lot of money, amount of money.
Sure, he lives there.
I know. What the hell? Non-news.
That's going out. See.
J.S. Wooten, if you can ever get somebody else to pay for your shit, then do it. If you can ever not spend your own money, then by all means you should be doing it. Jeff Jarrett has taken advantage of WWE's offer to pay for his rehab. I think that's fantastic.
Yep. Corey Smith, is Candice LeRae going to be at the APW show in a couple weeks?
I agree with Dami Ray. They should move Mercedes Martinez right to Maine. I freaking love her. Her look is so great.
Oh, man. That's going to be a good card.
She's at the Cow Palace?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I really want to go to that. I don't know if I'll be able to, though.
Our,
You know what the main event is?
our women's are going to be gone.
You know what the main event of that show is?
What is it?
Jeff Cobb against Jack Swagger.
Ooh, that should actually be pretty good. Interested to see what Jack Swagger can do away from the WWF. Whatever it's called.
And then you got,
Oh, it's Joey Ryan. Oh, so they're going to be tagging up again?
yeah.
Nice.
And you got the Lucha Brothers. You got Penta and Phoenix against Mysterio. I don't say, is it Juventud?
Oh, I like Santana Garrett too. Huh?
Excuse me. Get it out of me now.
Will Kairi Sane get an Asuka push and run with the title? I kind of doubt it. I think there's going to be a bit. I think there's going to be more parity there.
Mm-hmm. You know, after last night when I was watching this morning actually, the Battle Royal.
I'm with Karen on. I think Nikki's getting the title.
Yeah, I think I was just about to say the same.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's so over, dude. She's so flipping good. For one thing, she's so good.
Her abrupt transition from celebrating her win,
Yeah.
to when Peyton Royce got
Oh,
the ring.
it was cartoonish. It was so great. It was. Oh, she's a treasure, dude. I love her so much. I was giving Brock some life advice last night.
Oh, really?
Well, he said, should I go to the gym at 4 a.m.? And I said, yeah, if you can, yeah. Sure.
But make sure you get your rest. It's
Well,
very important to get sleep.
Yeah, but, he's saying,
That's why I'm as sick as what I am. Because for like 3 weeks, I did not get enough sleep.
I don't know if I've ever known you since college to have ever gotten good
No,
sleep.
it's college. I got great sleep. I'd go to bed at
Since college. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
because I
no.
remember college, yeah, you'd get like 12 hours of sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was the happiest I've ever been.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know you never get good sleep, dude.
Yes, the Friendo draft will be live, 3 p.m. today. I have my cheat sheet right here. 17 names on it right now.
What's that? For
17 names on my cheat sheet for the draft right
what? For
now.
oh, really?
Yeah.
May I see?
No,
May I see it, please?
no,
It's not really a competitive draft, though, is it?
not really.
Yeah, Ever since we sort of cracked our first story today, now I
Yeah.
simply want to collaborate with you to craft the best
It's going to be good,
season
too. I can't
ever.
wait. It's going to be really good.
Like, I think we can have it so that, yeah, I've heard good things about PCW shows. I've heard good things about.
Yeah. They're in Wilmington, I want to say. So they had the shows. At least one of them was in Wilmington, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure somebody can tell us. Manuel,
patience, please.
is a virtue. Manuel Garcia, de patience. Yes, it's 3 p.m. It's in a little less than 2 hours. We should just forego count out altogether.
Okay.
Well, hey, let's do it remotely tomorrow. I don't want you driving again. Or we can just forego it. We've been doing really well lately.
I know.
We can skip an episode of count out. I don't like to, but we can.
Why don't we put the draft up on Saturday then,
Put the draft up on Saturday.
rather than Monday?
What is today? Thursday?
Yeah.
We could legally do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I had an idea for our rotating Sunday show.
Uh-huh.
I want to give it some more thought before I really talk to you about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it some more thought.
You know, the Snapple tea says it's straight up tea, and yet in the ingredients it says natural flavors. Straight up tea would be water and tea, right?
Yeah.
I understand the citric acid. That's a preservative. I think keeps the color. But natural flavors, is there a tea flavor? And if that's the case, why is there tea in it?
Don't worry about it, man. Hey,
when you
does
go
it
shopping-
does it satisfy you?
I've had better tea. I got 3 items at the store. Look at this receipt.
Well, it's
3 items.
Look at this. Look at all the great things you can get on here, though. Look, save $10 on oil change. Advertise your business here, so we can put going in raw.
Right
Hey,
there.
wait a second. There's 2 of these, so you can get a $10
But
off
I
oil
don't have to pay
change.
for my
I
oil
can.
changes. You can have it. There's 3
Here's
oil
another
changes.
ad to
Here,
put an
take
ad
that.
here.
You can
There's
get
3 of them.
$10 off your oil change.
Planning a party, visit the deli. This is I actually kind of agree with you. There is one usable receipt on here, or there's one usable coupon in here, and that's $10 off an oil change.
You want that? I don't have to pay for my oil changes.
No, I'm gonna throw it away. I need to get your own garbage can over there.
I do, because I
You
filled
just
that one
put-
up
Yeah,
a
I know.
lot.
And then you just put stuff like your chilies on.
No, I'll throw that away. But I'm using that
Sometimes
right there.
you do, sometimes you don't.
But
Which
right-
I don't care.
Right
I'm fine with
there.
that.
I'm keeping it there for now. That's my tissue
Like, you
receptacle.
really need 3 coupons for the same exact thing, and then the rest of the spaces
Right here.
are all just
Look at that.
advertised here.
Too much. And like on the front, there's all this stuff. Reward stuff, gas stuff. I don't need any of this.
Yeah, can we put? Wait,
need
hold
any of
on.
that.
Let me see real quick. Just want to see real quick. $100 off your next ad. Well, how much is a freaking ad?
That seems excessive.
Can it be like $120 and then we
Is
get
it
$100
$105?
off?
So we get $5?
If I had one receipt with a going in raw ad on it, I'd actually be pretty cool with that.
I do have to say this about the draft. People are going to be disappointed because not everybody's going to get drafted. But just because your character is not drafted doesn't mean it won't be involved at some point.
Yeah. You know, that was one thing I had in mind for the. We can talk about it here or later. The H title. What if we did this? The H title is only up for grabs by people who didn't get drafted.
No.
Everybody else can battle for the world title.
No, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No.
Really? Why is that?
I think the H title should be available to all. That's what an open challenge is all about.
What about
Steve.
like the world title? Hold on.
Because people that are getting drafted with the idea, because we already said this be open challenge for the H title. If they get drafted, they don't get a shot at it, they're gonna be disappointed. Whoa, hold up. Arby's has a venison burger now? Really? Oh, I don't know what happened to Top Notch. I don't know.
All right, nuts. Go do something. All right, want to get this show on the road?
Sure.
All right. We're gonna go dark for a moment.
Be a part.
Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today by supporting the Going In Raw Patreon. You can enjoy access to the live taping of the show, exclusive merchandise, and patron-only episodes, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it. Somebody said on my personal channel, they said YouTube had turned off had unclicked their notify bell. What?
Rude.
What are you doing that for? What's going on?
Make sure we have audio. Keep talking.
Do we have audio?
No, because I'm muted.
Oh, no. Here, I'll unmute.
have
Yeah,
audio.
we're good. We have audio. Anyways, we're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Stephen Larson, where we currently have... this says 0. I think that's the wrong one.
31.
All right, thank you. 31 people watching the live stream version of this podcast where we discussed the highly anticipated second annual Friendo Draft for the Friendo Unified Championship Wrestling Bad Wrestling
Best Action
Dojo
Wrestling.
Stay tuned for details on what we're going to do on Xbox One, because I'm not I know I said it was going to be NXT Steve, but then we talked about a possible way to make it not NXT Steve and make it another collaboration for Friendos on the Xbox One. Stay tuned for that. Today we're doing the PS4 draft.
Yes.
So that should be a lot of fun. We're also on ProWrestlingTees.com/Going In Raw. Got this Young Buck shirt. He got this for me. But that's not on our website. It's our website has our stuff on it.
I have a New Japan shirt, also not on our page.
Well done. Good job. Anyways, now that we've got the formalities out of the way,
We're here to talk about wrestling.
yeah, we are. Oh, the Friendo draft, by the way, is today.
3 p.m. Pacific time.
Probably around like within a half hour of when this goes up.
Yeah.
So if you're one of the early adopters of Going In Raw, if you have the notify bell clicked, probably about a half hour. Usually it goes up around 2:30.
Yeah.
Or so. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about 205 Live. So, as you've seen in the title of this show, 205 Live ratings rebound.
Yeah, according to Wrestling Observer, right?
Yeah.
They were
sixth. And that was on a week during a pay-per-view. So 3 of the top 10 spots was TLC, the kickoff show, and the post show, and the Raw talk afterwards. And then, of course, NXT was 5. And then right after that was 6, 205 Live. But that obviously wasn't this week's. It was last
Previous
week's.
week, yeah.
The previous week's. What happened last week on 205 Live? It was Kalisto's first. It was the lead up to TLC, right?
Go home show, yeah.
And so Kalisto had the title. They had the tag match. I don't know what the describe. I don't know why. But I mean, it's kind of sad that might be some affirmation for the WWE that they don't need Neville around.
I know.
So that's a big bummer.
Speaking of Neville, he's not in the opening graphic package anymore.
That's true. That's
That's a bummer.
not.
That pretty much seals the deal.
Seals the proverbial deal.
That he's done.
Yeah.
Makes me very sad.
Maybe they'll want to reload on talent in another 2 years, and he'll say, "Look, I'll come back because I don't want to be in the cruiserweight division."
Yeah.
Because he's great. I'm really looking forward to see what Neville can do on the independent
me
circuit.
too.
Anyways, though, the New Japan, the Ring of Honor, wherever he's going to go, it should be a lot of fun. Postcards. We have to sign these.
Yes.
So, anyways,
Let's talk about 205 Live, shall we?
205 Live,
The show opened with a tag match, Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander
Can you handle this? Can't handle this?
taking on Noam Dar and Tony Nese.
I love Tony Nese, man.
He's great.
You see, I don't know if he's probably done this before. I just don't pay attention. When he has his vest,
Oh, he just flexed his
he
chest.
flexes his chest
Yeah,
up
and it
to
pops
open
the
the
buttons
vest.
open. It was great.
That was
I don't think he's
great.
done that before.
I
It
love
was fantastic.
Him, man. He's got a great theme song. So, anyways, this is a really fun match. It got me to thinking. Dave Meltzer from Wrestling Observer likes to stir the pot on Twitter, and I don't think he does it. I don't know why he does it. I don't know. I'm not going to get in anybody else's mind. And I like Dave Meltzer. I think he's a great historian. And people take his opinion on wrestling far too seriously.
Yeah, they think it's pretty much gospel.
Enjoy your stuff. And he had sort of a controversial statement over the past couple of days. He said something like Finn AJ would have been the 9th best show at PWG All-Star Weekend this past weekend.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people kicked up storm. And I think it's kind of silly. I honestly think that kind of comparison is apples and oranges because you're the platform you're on, the venue you're in, the crowd you have is completely different. I watched this tag match right here, and I thought to myself, if this tag match was in the American Legion Hall? Was in the American Legion Hall, that'd probably be a 5-star match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Atmosphere adds a lot.
It really does because they do. I was like, man, this really feels like, and I know, this has been the case with 205 Live for a very long time now. When they do these really cool high flying matches, when Rich Swann and Tony Nese and Cedric especially are going out and doing those crazy, jumping out of the ring, doing Hurricanranas, Frankensteiners left and right. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. And then you see the crowd and they're just like dead. And it's like, if they were doing the same stuff, but doing the Frankensteiners off the top rope into crowds at PWG, it would be, like 5 stars.
Yeah.
That's my own personal speculation. That's just going back again to kind of the ridiculousness of comparing, indie shows like the PWG shows with WWE shows. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, like I said, I'm a Dave Meltzer fan. I like his work. But I don't know. It's so apples and oranges when he throws it out there.
It is. I know.
But anyways, one man's opinion. I have mine.
Same here.
Yeah.
Anyways, this was a solid match. About 2/3 of the way through, Brian Kendrick. Sorry, the Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher walked to the ramp to take in the end of the match, which saw Cedric Alexander pin Noam Dar after a lumbar check.
Yes.
Now, normally, Noam Dar sells the lumbar checks like nobody else.
Yeah.
Timing was a little off.
A little bit, yeah.
So he didn't get a full bounce off or rotation on impact. Nonetheless, Cedric and Rich pick up the win. Kendrick and Gallagher drop a promo where they are attempting to recruit Cedric Alexander because he's shown that he can be cruel in their estimation.
Yeah.
And that's the path in their eyes to success.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you think Cedric is going to turn on Rich Swann? I get the feeling that there's a maybe in there. Why not? Why not?
I think it'd be interesting if he did.
I know.
I think that if they turn him heel and have him do really awesome work as a heel, he can easily make that transition from heel to popular heel to beloved heel, if you will, to incredibly over face turn.
Yeah.
I think that could be in store for Cedric Alexander, and if they do that, I think that'd be great.
I could totally see that being the case. Because here's the thing on 205 Live, they're usually pretty good at throwing us curveballs.
Yeah.
Like they'll go off beat with stories that you think, okay, well, Cedric is a face, he's never going to turn, and then they'll turn him heel, and then maybe, like you said, they'll turn him face.
Well, that was the thing with Jack Gallagher. I didn't think he was going to align himself with Brian Kendrick.
Right,
and yet
exactly.
He did.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was checking our stream. I thought people were saying some stuff. After
that, there was a Drew Gulak promo where he was still upset about TLC and not having his segment.
Again, this is great stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's Dean Malenko, but with a ton of charisma.
Oh, yeah. And so he says, we're going to do a PowerPoint presentation refresher. So he starts all the way at the beginning.
He's so bitter about it. He says, we're going to do a refresher. We're going all the way back to the beginning. Slide 1. No
jumping off the top rope.
Yeah, exactly.
Cue Grand Metalik.
Oh.
He comes out for his match against Drew Gulak. A good match, clash of styles. Grand Metalik doing the high-flying stuff. Drew Gulak concentrating on a ground-based submission attack. In the end, Drew Gulak wins with the Dragon Sleeper.
Yep. Good stuff.
Dragon Sleepers always look like they legitimately hurt.
Grand Metalik, what do they call him? The master of the ropes?
Yeah.
That's so much fun. I could watch that all day long. That dude just just bouncing on the ropes, walking them and stuff. That's so much fun.
I know how he walks along the ropes from one point to another is great. I just want to see him do that like an entire match.
I want him to just run laps on the ropes.
But like that where he kind of, because he doesn't just walk.
He goes zoom,
like that.
Doom, doom.
It's great.
He has like our finger presentation. Doom, 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 doom.
After the match, Drew Gulak attacks Grand Metalik, sets up his handle for his sign across Metalik's leg as if to injure it. Akira Tozawa comes out, makes the save. Another thing Drew Gulak did during his promo was brag about injuring Akira Tozawa's vocal cords so that he can't chant anymore.
Oh yeah. I just know Alex C in chat says Metal League's rope walk drop kick is in 2K18.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Next, we had a Kalisto interview.
Oh yeah, I completely checked out. Don't want to hear a word he has to say. Don't care. Do not care. I'm already fast forwarding. Don't care.
When I was watching the finish of this show,
Yeah.
I just kind of wish, like, just don't have him talk.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be much more effective if he wasn't talking.
I know. Mystery adds a lot.
It really does.
You know?
Really
Mystery
does.
adds so much. Just cover his face. Nothing is... I mean, maybe they feel like if little kids hear him talk, they'll be into him and want to buy his merch. That's the only thing I can think with Kalisto.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think. And there's some validity to that. I mean, Rey Mysterio was somewhat charming. He kind of has the same Rey Mysterio thing going for him, except what's the difference? You know what it was? It's that Rey Mysterio was that boring, but he had Eddie to bounce off of like so much of the time. He had a lot of people to bounce off of.
Well, I think too was
literally and figuratively.
Ray was such an innovator.
Yeah, I know.
No one really wrestled like him.
You gave him license.
Now, as the lucha libre style is becoming more prevalent, not just in terms of lucha wrestlers, but also in terms of also other wrestlers adopting aspects of that style into their own styles.
Right.
A lot of the awesome stuff that we've never seen before that Ray was doing is a bit more commonplace.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from Kalisto, because he's a really good wrestler. He does some crazy stuff. That might have something to do with it.
I think you're probably right. Like, he was known. He was brought in. You know, he wasn't brought in on his promo ability. From the old promos we saw when it was going in raw views, it was all just shots of him flying, you know? And he was brought in, you know, as that guy.
Yeah.
And then they interject. When they had story for him, that's when they would have him talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, let's see here. Yeah, so then we had Enzo versus Kalisto.
Oh, I'll say this.
Their rematch.
Real quick, though, too. With Kalisto, it's kind of a bummer for him that his first feud is against Enzo, who's
isn't
the wrestler that he is.
Doesn't allow him to highlight his stuff.
Yeah, exactly, for the most part. So, I mean, if he was in there, if he had a match with Grand Metalik or Mustafa Ali.
Well, I mean, okay, so that's a good example right there is Grand Metalik. We never hear him talk.
Yeah.
We never hear him talk. I just see him walking the ropes, and I'm like, ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the voice can detract.
Speaking of voices, Arya Daivari dropped a promo before this match.
Call himself Daivari De Niro.
Yeah.
That was great.
Well, I think Enzo's called him that before.
I think he has.
Yeah.
I just haven't heard him refer to himself as that.
And unlike Drew Gulak,
I want some of those giant yellow sunglasses.
Oh, I know.
Those were cool.
Unlike Drew Gulak, who more or less recited Enzo's usual opening promo verbatim, some couple changes. Arya Daivari did a completely different thing that was his own.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. We've
really
always
good.
been big fans. He's such a sleeper, you know?
He really is. He's one of those
Daivari
guys.
is so good.
Whatever you give him, he gives it his all.
He really does. I know. He's a really good wrestler. He always does his best with his character work. And, you know, when you see effort, when you see somebody who's really taking his job seriously
and enjoying himself.
And plus, on top of that, he has some natural charisma. He doesn't have overwhelming natural charisma, but he's got some natural charisma, and he's got some decent comedic timing.
Yeah.
This is like the perfect role for him.
It really is.
I like Daivari. He's good.
He's good.
When he starts talking in I guess Farsi is what it is.
Yeah.
It cracks me up. Freaking Nigel McGuinness is my favorite, dude. He's so funny. When Daivari spelled SAWFT soft, Nigel said, I guess it's spelled the same in Farsi.
That was good. I laughed too.
Because I thought he was going to spell it out in Farsi as well.
I know, that's pretty funny.
Oh, God.
Because right before he did that bit of Enzo's promo, he spoke for a bit in Farsi.
Nigel McGuinness is one of those dudes who knows that he's funny, but never laughs at his own jokes.
I know.
He's
it
that
makes
guy.
It funnier.
It makes it funnier.
I mean, even
he always has that kind of smirk like he knows it's funny.
Even just when they cut to him and Vic Joseph or on NXT, the broadcast team, where they introduce themselves.
Yeah. I know he's like...
Always doing that.
Yeah.
Points the camera.
Yeah.
Gives a peace sign.
What does that do to his legs? Do you want me to show you?
I know.
No.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh, I love Nigel McGuinness. Makes me want to go back and watch some of his matches from back then.
Oh, I know.
Anyways.
This match was okay. Again, Enzo is kind of limited in what he can do in the ring.
Yeah.
he did resort to some dirty tricks to retain the belt, because at the end, Kalisto was going up to the top rope. Enzo, who had been beat up pretty good, just kicks the ref right in the hip and pushes him into the rope.
I know. We had that conversation yesterday about our hips, and I was like, oh, man,
I know.
That looks like it hurt.
Ref goes in the rope, knocks Kalisto off the top turnbuckle. Ref, I don't know why he was acting confused.
Yeah, I know.
He should call for the bell right away.
I know.
Because it was plainly obvious. Enzo kicked him in the hip.
Just got kicked in the hips.
Call for the bell right away.
Yeah.
There should be no deliberation. Nonetheless.
Well, it is. I mean, okay.
Is it deliberation whether you DQ him just because you know he did that purposely?
I think it's like just shock value.
What the heck?
That was unexpected. I mean, that's a DQ.
I kind of felt like the ref was deliberating whether, should I DQ him? Because that was blatantly obvious.
You never saw Semi-Pro, or you did?
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, in the movie, Andre 3000's character, essentially him and Woody Harrelson invent the alley-oop, right? And they dominate the final game with the alley-oop until the other team figures it out. Well, when they do it, the entire crowd, because obviously it's a great move, the entire crowd just stops. And then the ref calls the whistle and goes, foul! No, 2 fouls! You can't just do that! I think that's what the ref was doing. He was just kind of freaked out.
That's funny.
And then Will Arnett, the announcer, says, I think I have an erection. That's a funny movie.
So Enzo walks up the ramp with his title. Kalisto, understandably quite upset, runs up the ramp and just lays out Enzo.
Yeah.
Beats him up.
I like that Enzo turned around and watched it happen for like 5 seconds, too. Because he was going up the ramp like this, and then he turns around because he knows, like, non-kayfabe wise, that he's supposed to turn around and accept the shot. But he turned around like way too early, and he's just standing there while Kalisto's bolting at him. And then he accepts his punishment.
And then Kalisto goes back down to the ring, I guess, to complain to the ref or something, and then Enzo gets the mic. And
so is this going to escalate? Are we getting another match? There's no general manager like that ever shows up. People claim they talk to Kurt Angle, but you never really see him talk about stuff.
Yeah.
I could see maybe a rematch on Raw.
Yeah. Because at Survivor Series, they have the Cruiserweight elimination match.
Right.
So.
Maybe like a no DQ match on Raw. What's-his-face? Enzo retains by cheating without the ref seeing.
I almost kind of feel like it's going to continue like they'll spin their wheels on this feud till after Survivor Series, and they'll have their blow off. Because
really?
if Kalisto loses again, what motivation is there for him to captain one of the Survivor Series teams?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like they're going to hit the pause button on this until after Survivor Series, and then after that match, assuming they don't put the title on the line during that match.
You're insistent on that.
Well, I think it'd be a good idea.
I think it'd be a great idea.
Then they'll have a rematch on the Raw or something afterwards.
No, that'd be so much fun if they did that. If they put the title.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
that way you get the belt on any of the 10 people. Oh, I know.
Cedric Alexander.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
On to NXT.
Yay! Woo! I need a cheer button over here.
That was a fun show.
Woo! I know I say this every week.
You do say it every week.
I love NXT. It's my favorite time of the week, wrestling-wise, man. I sit on my couch. Everybody's in bed already. I load it up. It's fantastic. Another great week of NXT action. Kicks off with a William Regal promo. Why would I not love that? It's William
good
Regal.
way. This trophy's in it.
Due to the circumstances regarding Nikki Cross's participation in her fatal triple threat match to be in the fatal four-way at Houston Takeover War Games,
Regal was way more smooth. But anyway,
I can never match his smoothness. I've decided to insert her in said battle royal for tonight.
You're speaking too fast too.
I've decided to insert Nikki Cross into the battle royal tonight, featuring like 80 women from the Mae Young Classic, and she will have an opportunity to join Ember Moon, Peyton Royce, and Kairi Sane in that match at TakeOver Houston War Games. Let the games begin.
Well, also, he said next week, Sanity versus Authors of Pain for the tag titles, and whatever member of Sanity is not involved in the match, barred from ringside.
You'll be barred from ringside. Following protocol. And I love that. He's following protocol. That was great.
Great stuff.
I love the word protocol. He's just because it makes so much sense. He's the freaking headmaster.
Yeah.
You know, he's the principal.
Yeah.
And they're all kids in school.
Pretty much.
And it's at a university.
And I like that he always does stuff where? In his office.
I know, it was great.
All of his declarations are made from his office.
At least this one, I'm glad that they stopped doing, although there is a certain charm to the Facebook Live or the Facebook videos.
Yeah.
They were so bad. But at least this one wasn't that. And at least this one wasn't like with cheesy microphones, although we got that later on.
We did.
Let's see here. So after that, we had, our first match was, finally, we got the tag team of Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan, and they took on Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli, the Kurt Hawkins of NXT. And
no, they're not the Kurt Hawkins now.
Not anymore. They broke their streak.
Yep.
Let me ask you something.
What?
If Tino and Riddick were in NXT for another 3 years and never won a match, they would start to be over.
Yeah.
People would really start to love them. They have chump love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to love them because they're kind of chumps at this point.
Yeah.
And I feel like that continued for even another 6 months of a high-profile losing streak where they just kept on trying, but then they'd get like destroyed by the Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
They just kept on trying, and finally, their first win, people would mark out for that. Because they're so... To me now, I've moved on past not liking them. Now they're so bad, I'm kind of rooting for them.
I feel like I was at that point 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
And really, the turning
Against
point...
Gargano?
No, the turning point for me was Riddick's Moss so bad it was good promo at the house show here.
Yeah, okay.
That was the turning point for me.
Okay.
When he delivered that promo with just enough conviction and skill that you could tell he was trying to heal it up.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can get on board this.
See, the next time we saw them, I think it was against Gargano. And I was like, I do not want Gargano to lose against these guys. Anybody but them. I'm not this. That'd be terrible for him. And they didn't, or he didn't.
Yeah. He beat both of them.
I think he beat,
matches.
I think he beat both of them. But I was actually bummed out that their first win that I saw came against my new favorite tag team.
Well, that's the story they're trying to do with Burch and Lorcan is, they're a team, but there's still growing pains involved with working together as a tag team.
And here's the thing. I think they did this last night, and I want to see this. I want them to show patience. You know, not like immediately we're frustrated with each other. No. I want them to understand that this is a process.
It's not going to happen overnight.
Because goddamn, they're awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Man, their chops. The freaking drop kick that Oni Lorcan threw down on, I think, Riddick Moss.
Yeah.
Where it was like his top foot hit the dude's head and the other foot hit his torso.
Yeah.
And he was just the loudest. I don't know if he put something special, some like sort of audio booster, like a chemical on his hand. Because when he slaps his leg, it's just so loud.
Super loud.
Oh, it's so great. Their chops are amazing. They just look so good together.
Yeah.
What's their name going to be? I hope they don't have a name. I just want.
Oh yeah, it should be
Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. Yeah,
that's what it should be. I agree.
Yeah.
After that, we had the women's battle royal to find the last competitor in the Fatal 4-Way match at NXT Takeover War Games in Houston Survivor Series weekend. Quality match, lots of fun.
This was some of the most fun booking I've seen in a battle royal. This was a huge amount of fun, and I don't know where this was in terms of like the taping schedule, but the crowd was really into
this in the main event too.
They were really into this, and they're really into. How great was that shot?
Oh my god!
We'll talk about that in a second. But that's my gift. That's my gift of the year right there.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. Well, now the dude falling, not hitting the table is my favorite gift of the year. I don't think anything's gonna beat that.
But I've seen several gifs of similar spots where people just missing.
Yeah, but that one's special.
Oh, I know. That's kind of the first one that came across our plate. We'll always hold the place. It's so
special because there's such an element of cartoon. There's an element of like Charlie Chaplin-esque blocking too, and camera placement. It's just camera here.
Oh, I know.
And the action takes place.
I know. You get to see it all in one shot. Some of the ones, the
it's
people
not like
trying to follow the action.
Yeah,
it's just it's like a locked off camera. They were just recording everything.
There could be freaking like
shot.
They if you toss that in sepia tone and put some like old timey music to it and some cards, it'd be great. You can make a little silent film out of it. Anyways, Women's Battle Royal. It was fantastic. Great. I loved it.
Nikki Cross immediately
sign them all to contracts.
Yeah,
I love them all.
Nikki Cross immediately went after Tanara Conti.
Well, the great thing is, so Nikki Cross was the last person to come out. The entire crowd, the entire women's division in the ring, all lined up side by side to basically confront Nikki.
Yeah.
She gets in there and, immediately goes after, what's her name?
Tanara Conti.
Tanara Conti, yeah, exactly.
And eliminates her pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
And then Conti gets Cross out of the ring through the ropes, not over.
Yeah.
So she wasn't eliminated. And there was some fighting going on down there, which took Cross out of the match for a few minutes. But there's a lot of cool eliminations. Bianca Belair had a really strong showing. She eliminated Rhea Ripley and then Zeta back-to-back.
Yeah.
It was cool. She had Zeta in like a power slam position. Turned her around, hit Rhea Ripley, so she's eliminated.
Yeah, Belair had a hell. You can tell they're high on her.
Yeah.
She had a hell of a showing.
And then dumped Zeta out.
Yeah.
And then when Cross came back in, she eliminated 4 people right in a row.
Oh, she was just going on a tear.
It was great.
Yeah.
So Vanessa Bourne, Sage Beckett, Santana Garrett, Abby Lath,
And
all eliminated.
Nigel was just eating it all up.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh my god, another one!"
And Candice LeRae, there's a cool spot where Candice LeRae and Lacey Evans were fighting in the corner. Candice LeRae gets Lacey Evans over the rope, but she's on the apron, and Lacey Evans does like an ankle kick that knocks Candice down. Candice responds with her own kind of ankle kick.
Yeah.
Lacey Evans eliminated.
And
then Bianca Belair like military press slammed Candice LeRae out of the ring.
yeah,
it was
with,
fantastic.
Like, with ease.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great.
And then it was probably the spot of the night where Bianca Belair and Billie Kay were going at it. Bianca Belair is trying to eliminate Billie Kay, and Billie Kay holds on to Bianca Belair's braid.
So she's like, like her braid is keeping her from being eliminated, basically. Yeah. And there's a great picture of it. I don't know if it's a still or it's a picture from like the actual broadcaster's picture they took, but there's a great image of her doing that, and then Peyton Royce is behind her, like trying to root her on, you know, because she's not trying to touch her and get her DQ'd or whatever.
Eventually, Billie Kay gets back in the ring, and Bianca Belair just goes to town with her braid. Yeah,
it was fantastic because she was so livid that she was like using the hair. She just went to town on it. There's like a picture of there's like a big old cut Billie Kay has from the hair. And it was great, and the crowd like just gasps every time she hits her with the hair because those braids are the beads are so loud.
I know, it's so loud.
So that was cool. Then Nikki Cross eliminated. So that led to a spot where Mercedes Martinez and Belair were both on the apron, and they were both fighting to be, to stave off elimination. And Nikki Cross gathers herself and just railroads them both off.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross wins.
Well, she eliminates Billie Kay to pick up the win.
That's right, yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of feel like Nikki Cross is going to win that match at TakeOver.
I'm getting that feeling, man.
They're really giving her a huge face push.
They really are. People love her, dude. I mean, can you imagine her? Like, I don't know if they're gonna do. Oh, wait a sec. Well, the tag titles are up next week, but they're not up at.
No,
Houston.
it's the War Games match.
So it's possible she could be holding the tag titles and her women's championship. How great would that be? That'd be
pretty
fantastic.
Cool. Pretty cool.
That'd be awesome. Speaking of titles.
Yeah, champion Drew McIntyre held a kind of impromptu press conference as he was leaving the Performance Center on his way, as he said, to an international press tour.
And we got all the fake mics. I didn't check to see.
I didn't either.
If they were on or not, or if they were properly being utilized. But because I was just looking at Drew the whole time.
I know.
He's comes
captivating.
out there. I know he is. He's like, I'm on my way to international waters or something. I'm gonna go on a
press tour.
I'm going on a press tour. It's one of the things about being champion and a great man. And then my new favorite person ever, Selena Vega, comes up to him and she's like, my client Andrade Finalme, like she says his name so quickly. I'm like, that is amazing. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
Austin Aries is a very lucky man.
Yeah.
She is awesome. Anyway, she's like, Regal says the contract is ready to go. What's the deal? Why haven't you taken more of an initiative to get this done? And he says, look, I told you once. I told you twice. I'll tell you for the third time if you'll help. I'll give him his match when he comes up to me and says, I want the match. Eye to eye, men.
I like how friendly Drew McIntyre is whenever
he's so friendly.
Selena Vega comes up to me. He goes, oh, hi, Selena.
I know. Oh,
he seems so pleasant.
I know he does. He's the best.
He is the best.
So anyways, that's what he wants. He simply wants. He told her 3 times now, I want Andrade Cien Almas. It's a bummer to me that he said he didn't want to be in the video game, apparently. That's what I read.
Oh, Almas?
Yeah, I read that he said he didn't want. Why would that be?
I don't know.
Don't leave.
I know.
Don't leave, please. Why would he not want to be in the video game?
I don't know.
That's so bizarre.
I don't know.
I love him, man.
He's great. So after that, we had Aleister Black come out for a match against Sunboy. We never found out against who because he was attacked by the Velveteen Dream And Velveteen made his presence known in one of the best moments in NXT of the year.
Oh my God, this was, dude. You know, we sort of said it like earlier this week or last week that hey, you know, this could be feud. This is shaping up to be my feud of the year. It really is. I know we said Roman Braun. I know we say Kenny Okada,
New Day Usos.
New Day Uso. For me, right now, this is number one. Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream. This is fantastic because a lot of it has to do, number one, it's great, but the crowd adds so much to it.
I feel like the crowd, like us, is just so into it.
I know.
Everybody is 100%
They're so
invested
captivated by where is this going?
Yeah.
And like just the smallest levels of violence are magnified by like the weird emotion that's in this feud. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, just set it up.
like, and the funny thing is, like, the crowd kind of reacted to like the shot too, which doesn't even make sense.
No, I know.
Because so Aleister Black has his entrance. He poses like in front of like
at the foot of the ramp.
At the foot of the ramp, and the camera's kind of widening out a little bit. And he's in the foreground, and there's a little bit of negative space in the background, and up pops the Velveteen Dream. And it's great. There's all this smoke there, and it just looks like a horror film.
It does.
And, like, I swear the crowd gasped at that, and I was like, why are you gasping? You're there. You should have seen him slither up.
I kind of wonder if Aleister Black's entrance, it so dominates your focus.
It could be,
watch him, and combine that with the smoke, and most of the arenas in darkness.
Yeah.
That they just didn't even notice he was there.
That could be.
Literally
I mean,
a thing where he was,
yeah,
like running down beside the ramp as like as stuff.
Karen. Okay, so Karen was there. She says it was really dark.
Okay,
so but the fact that they were able to get the reaction in the same shot that we're reacting is really impressive.
I know.
You know.
So Velveteen Dream proceeds to attack Aleister Black, ties him up in the ropes, and yells at him. You'll say my name. Say my name.
Yeah.
And Aleister just looks at him.
Yeah.
And Velveteen slaps him, and the crowd gasps.
The crowd again, a move that could be taken in any other match, in any other way, in any other promo, and it's like, oh, but this was like contact, physical contact, and it's like, oh God, where is this going?
Yeah.
This is getting deep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So again, Velveteen Dream says, "Say my name." Slaps Aleister Black again.
Yeah.
He runs the other side of the ring, runs towards Aleister Black. Aleister gets his foot up, frees himself, goes for a black mass. Velveteen Dream escapes the ring.
For a guy that we thought his gimmick had kind of a limited ceiling, I still don't know what it is on the main roster. I mean, he's athletic as hell. He's great in the ring.
And he's still super young.
And he's still super young. I think his ceiling is like super duper high.
Yeah.
And this feud right here, to me, at least for NXT, is proving out that his ceiling is a lot higher in terms of even this gimmick than I thought it was before. Yeah. Because they're getting away from just the superficial Prince oversexed aspect of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was fantastic. And then we had a great main event with one of my spots of the last couple months when Selena Vega hit the Hurricane Rana.
Oh, and Roderick Strong
out of like nowhere.
Oh, I know. She just jumps off the apron.
Good Lord,
Hurricane Rana.
That was fantastic. So, anyways, they were putting on a really, really great match. This was kind of a must-win for Andrade Almas, but in the typical NXT fashion, they use it to further two stories in a completely logical way.
Yeah.
And at the end, I got another great moment in recruitment history.
Yes.
Which we'll get to in a second.
Recruitment by armband.
I noticed you don't have a lot of notes about the actual match. I'm assuming because you were into it.
Yeah, I was watching it and paying attention.
Yeah, but it was kind of typical of what you see from Roderick Strong and Almas.
It was hard hitting. It was stiff. Both competitors were working each other's backs quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then the tide definitely turned, as you mentioned, when Zelina Vega hit that Hurricane Rana on Roderick Strong on the outside, sends him in the ring stairs, almost gets Strong back of the ring, hits his hammerlock DDT, and picks up the win.
The Zelina Vega Hurricane Rana, though, was just so I can't. And it's funny because our friendo Stefan Fenris, he watches usually around the same time as I watch. So I'm like on Twitter, I'm like, "Here, are you outside? You just come in and sit on my couch and watch this." But he marked out at the same spot I did because like you almost don't see like they cut. Almas is in the ring. Roderick Strong is sort of coming to beat the 10 count, and Vega is sort of hovering on the outside of the frame, but it's so quick. Like she gets up on the apron as the camera cuts to the shot that we're going to be on. And so it's basically like cut to the shot. She starts running and just launches herself on, does the Hurricane Rana. He goes sending, and the crowd again, like, whoa, did not see that. And that was the first time we've seen action from her.
Yeah.
And the announcers did such a great job selling that as well. I think it was Nigel again saying something along the lines of, man, we knew she was good at business. We didn't know that she was capable of doing this, though.
Yeah.
And then you see, the great thing about this also is that then you see a shot of Almas, and he knows her value.
Yeah.
Like, he knows that this was a secret weapon that he had in waiting.
Yeah.
It's all over his face.
Yeah.
Fantastic moment.
Great stuff. So after the match, Vega and Almas go up to the commentary table.
Yeah.
She grabs Mauro Ranello's headset and says, Drew McIntyre, next week you'll get what you want.
Yeah.
Face-to-face
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah.
And then Andrade takes it, says something in Spanish. They go backstage, back to the ring. Roderick Strong.
He said Escardo, which I think means scared.
Oh.
I think he said Escardo. Or he said, because I think it was.
Is he saying Drew is scared of him?
Yeah. One of the commentators said, no, it was Percy, of all people, said, he just said he's scared of him in Spanish.
Back to the ring. Undisputed Era comes out as Roderick picks himself up off the mat.
Yeah.
And it's just camera audio, no mics.
Yeah.
And
Asustado. That's
Okay.
what it was. Yeah, because I
Okay.
thought it was like Estado, like Estados Unidos, the United States.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Asustado.
yeah.
We learn Spanish here on the show.
And they walk up to Roderick Strong while he's in the corner, and Adam Cole is talking to him and says, do what's best for your family. Help this be our era. Takes his armband off, hands it to Roddy. And Roddy's kind of hesitant about grabbing it, and the end grabs it, and Adam Cole says, think about it.
I loved every second of this. It's so cheesy.
Oh, it is.
Their song is so...
It's pretty much the NWO
It's
song.
so... It's so cheesy. And they come down. And there's like... It's cheesy cool, though. Because it's Adam Cole. And that dude's cool as hell. And then you got Fish and O'Reilly there. And they come down. And Bobby Fish has his shirt tucked in, which is great. I didn't notice O'Reilly, but I think he was wearing black pants.
Well, both Adam Cole and Bobby Fish had dress shoes on while wearing T-shirts.
Okay, yeah, that's
And
good.
Adam Cole had his sleeves cut off so he could show off his guns.
His giant Larson-esque guns. I'm telling you, man, I think you're about his size at this point.
Upper body, yeah.
Like, yeah.
His legs are thicker than mine.
Yeah, you got to work on the trunks.
Again, I got bad hips. It's
And he
hard.
said, the funny thing is, he said, you're no loser.
Yeah.
You're not a loser. You're a winner. That's why you should be with us. And then Bobby Fish says, you should listen to him.
Yeah, I know. That was great. And Kyle O'Reilly is just over there doing this
I know,
stuff.
he's all doing his weird... Somebody on either on Twitter or in the comments said it perfectly. He said, Kyle O'Reilly looks like a 12-year-old acting like he knows ninja moves. That's what he looks like. Because he has a little kid face. Oh, man. And we got the recruitment via armband. Oh, man. If there's anything better than recruitment via T-shirt, it's recruitment versus armband.
Yes.
I was very excited to see that. Very happy about that.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
So the episode ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, whether Roddy would put the armband on or not. He was considering it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was good, man. So, I mean, we know what's out. We won't spoil it here because most people here, I think, don't really want to. We kind of know what that match is because they announced it for War Games, but they announced it in a way that can only be a spoilerly fashion.
Yeah.
I do think in the end, Roderick Strong.
Let me ask you this, though.
Okay.
On the armband was the CFO logo. Cole, Fish, O'Reilly.
Yeah.
How are they going to work an S into it?
Yeah, with a dollar sign. That'd be the music people. They're the CFOs.
I understand
just
that.
like the music people. They just have to change it up. They'll have to change it up. They can do it. This
All new merch.
It all feels placeholder anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Like the music feels placeholder. Adam Cole definitely needs his own theme. Redragon needs their own theme.
Yeah.
Roderick already has his. Donovan's going to have his own theme. I think this is going to be a big, strong faction.
I hope so.
Because we haven't seen that in a while.
No.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Fun show.
They can, honestly, NXT can do no wrong for me. They really can.
Let's answer some questions.
All right.
CM Punk.
I'm not even on the Patreon.
Oh
page.
my goodness. CM Punk finds it insulting. Power rank
Power rank.
Wrestlers from anywhere in the world that look like friendo creations for bad wrestling. Here's number 1. It's Enzo Amore.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He
Enzo
already
looks
has
like-
distorted face.
Yes, Enzo looks like a bad wrestling Friendo Unified Championship wrestling creation.
Yeah. Matt Riddle kind of looks like a Friendo Unified
Yeah, a little
Championship
bit.
creation because he's got goofy face,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. True.
Yeah. Although somebody would, like, knowing our fans, knowing our friendo community, they would name him something like, pot smoker. There's so many names that are just like, I think Jason the Cabbie today tweeted at us, and now meningitis is
Yeah. He's in the draft pool.
it's in the draft pool. He's infecting the draft pool. I love it. Who else looks kind of goofy, like a friendo creation? Who's that guy? I think he's like in.
Oh, Otis Dozovich.
Oh yeah, because we like the hosses.
Yeah.
No, I could see that.
Well, who are you going to say?
The Japanese wrestler who has the really goofy big mask on his face with like the weird face on his face. I forget who he is. I forget his name, but he's like a comedy wrestler. I have no idea even how to look him up.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways,
Those are all good answers.
those are all good. See, Lars Sullivan. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Discord Club Underboss Jimmy Thomas. Hey, friendos, do you ever see WWE having a mixed tag championship? And if so, power rank, who would you
All right.
put together as a team? Johnny Gargano.
I know. I'd hate to,
Candice
but
LeRae.
she's been such an iconic duo with Joey Ryan.
understand.
You'd have to bring Joey Ryan in.
I'd be okay with
You
that.
just have to tone down the
penis stuff.
The penis stuff, exactly. I don't know.
No
if you
more
wanna do
penis
that.
plex.
Yeah. Other mixed tag teams.
Finn Balor and Becky Lynch.
That'd be a good one.
He helped train her, right? If I remember correctly?
Yeah, I think so. They go back a ways. I know
Yeah.
that much. Oh, I'd love to see. I mean, I know they're already sort of in a group, but Big Damo, Killian Dane, and Nikki Cross.
That'd be good.
That'd be really good. Him
That'd
just
be good.
launching her all over the place. That'd be great.
cool.
That'd be really cool. Do.
Rusev and Lana.
There you go. I really don't want to see her wrestle, but okay. Do.
Tommy T. Hey, friendos, my question is
Adam Cole and Kyle
a
O'Reilly.
lot of power rankings. Power rank, who in the WWE is having the best 2017 so far? He says The Miz. Braun Strowman's having the best 2017 in WWE.
Hard to argue with that. The Miz is a really good answer.
Miz is a good answer. I would say Braun Strowman.
Braun is in the main event scene.
Yeah.
He's like what, third in line?
It's hard not to say Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal.
He went from undercard jobber to champion.
Yeah,
He's got to be on there.
yeah.
Neville had a good year till he left.
Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
He came in and picked up that title immediately.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah. Who'd you say?
Neville.
Say? Neville.
Neville was having a great year.
Well, he was.
That's what I said. Was. Past tense.
Yeah. Depending on where he lands by December 31st, I guess he could still. Well,
Well,
I don't know.
Question is in WWE.
Yeah.
The Nightcrawler. Hey, Stephen Larson. My question is, what is your favorite documentary on the WWE Network? And if it's a compilation like the Monday Night Wars documentary, what is your favorite episode of it?
Two of my favorites are the Monday Night Wars one
Yeah, that's good.
is a really good one.
The Rise and Fall of ECW.
Yeah, is that on the network?
I don't know.
I forget if that's on the network. That was always one of my favorites. I don't know if that they probably don't have the self-destruction of Ultimate Warrior.
Probably not. No.
Probably not. But that was definitely one of my favorites. For biographies, it was Stone Cold and it was Jericho, because theirs goes back to where. Another great one was they did a documentary on the Big Gold Belt.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and that was really good.
That was good.
That was like a freaking legit history of pro wrestling.
The Ric Flair one's really good, as is the Dusty Rhodes one. CM Punk one's good. Shawn Michaels one's good.
Yeah.
The Shawn Michaels Bret Hart rivalries episode.
I
really
never
good.
did watch that one.
It's good.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of awkward interviews between them
See,
and
that's-
was it Michael Cole or something?
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I can't.
No,
sit
it's riveting,
there,
man.
Two people being awkward with each other.
It's great.
I get enough of that here on the show.
Tim Morris, what do you see NXT doing with Hideo Itami going forward? We haven't seen him since the last takeover. Yeah, he's been on TV much.
I think he's gone. That's my guess. He's either gone or he's on Maine. I don't. He wasn't at this TV tape. He wasn't that's like 2 months of TV.
I know.
He wasn't at this taping.
Maybe they were waiting for a reason to bring him up to 205 Live or something. I don't know. Or maybe they said, you're going to 205 Live. And he goes, no, I'm not.
I don't think I am.
Just blew a booger out of my nose. Sorry.
Good job.
You.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we heard like rumors that he was going to be gone.
Yeah,
that
and then he
out.
pooed those rumors on Twitter, I think, though.
He pooed him on NXT.
Yeah, that too.
What's her face? Christy McLeod said, people are saying this about you. And he says, no, I'm here to stay.
Here's an interesting question. Nicholas Grosskirth. Is Cien Almas's ceiling any higher than Jobber to the Stars?
Man, I looked him up last night as La Sombra to see, like, his accomplishments are so great in, outside of the WWE.
Yeah.
I don't realistically know what his ceiling is given the landscape of the WWE. In my heart, it's all the ceiling.
Yeah, me too.
I love him to death. I think he's great. I think Zelina Vega is a fantastic addition and makes him more complete.
Mm-hmm.
I love him so much.
Yeah, same here.
I think ideally, he would be Alberto Del Rio, but with an edge and with charisma.
Yeah.
Which I think is a pretty high ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't think, because I think he's only like 5'9" or something. He's short, dude.
Here, I'll check. Read next question.
Matthew Shope. Very simple question. Do you think they're going to ruin
he is 5'9".
Do you think they're going to ruin Aleister Black on the main roster? I am always optimistic that they won't.
Yeah.
And then kind of surprised. I mean, okay. Who's been ruined on main roster? Who do you think has been ruined on main roster?
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode so far.
I wouldn't say Nakamura's been ruined, but
I wouldn't say that yet.
The luster's off a little bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the luster off.
I'm
not sure SmackDown was a great move for him in the first place. I think he should have been a Raw guy.
Probably, but SmackDown needed the star power.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I won't say Ty Dillinger was ruined because his ceiling wasn't that great.
Yeah,
but he had some momentum coming up from NXT, and then they did nothing with it.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that. I mean, I think I'll put it this way. I don't think Finn Balor's been ruined.
No,
I think he's a big star.
Yeah.
I think they just put him in programs sometimes when they don't really know what else to do with him.
Bray Wyatt.
He was a WWE champion.
Yeah, he was a transitional champion to get that belt on Randy Orton, though.
Which was a transition for Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
I mean, the belt has been kind of transitional. I actually don't think of Bray Wyatt as a transitional champion because there was a lot of meat to that story. It's just they wanted that story to have face Orton win the title from the evil Bray Wyatt.
Boring outcome.
Which you're absolutely right. But I don't necessarily consider that transitional. I just think that he was top villain for a while and top villain had the belt. And I don't think Bray, I still think to this day that Bray, within a 6-month period, if they book him right, could be top dog again. He's got everything needed. They could literally bury him in the ground. They could have his first loss Kurt Hawkins' first win could be against Bray Wyatt, and I still maintain that within 6 months they could book him back to prominence.
Yeah.
Finn Balor's the same way. He could be booked to the moon in 6 months. He'd be, huge. He's still supremely over. I think Aleister Black is kind of burial proof in that mode.
I would hope so.
Unless they fundamentally change his character like we think they've done with Bobby Roode, unless they have him go out there smiling a bunch and completely changing what we knew of him in NXT, I think he's burial proof.
Yeah.
If he goes to Raw and they use him in the same way they've used Samoa Joe, I think sky's the limit for him.
Yeah. Dom the Man Hilberg or Sabatelli and Moss, the worst things ever, because I'm pretty sure they're the worst things ever. No, they're not the worst things ever.
I'm going to say this for me. I would rather see them. Who did they fight last night? Oh, okay. I was happier to see them against Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch than I would have been Heavy Machinery. I like them for their cheese factor at this point. They're so bad, but they're not Heavy Machinery bad.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like Heavy Machinery.
I've noticed.
They're just too 1995.
Yeah. Yeah.
As opposed to Tino and the other guy.
Riddick.
What year are they? 2002?
Yeah. I was going to say 2003.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're on the same page then.
Very much early ruthless aggression era.
They're walking affliction models.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're tribal tattoos.
Yeah.
With human form. Pow, pow, pow. Daryl the Cat Takahashi wants to power rank. Who comes up after Survivor Series?
I don't think anybody does. I think they're just going to wait till Mania. Maybe someone will debut or come up just for the Rumble. Imagine if Drew came out for the Rumble. That'd be great.
That'd be something else. I don't know. There's a lot of people right now. There's a lot going on.
I know, but that's the thing. A lot of stuff is going on
everywhere. I know.
Alex C says Ember Moon. If she doesn't win that belt, maybe.
Oh, I could see.
Although they were teasing a program with her and Ruby Riott.
Well, you got to think about this too. Once, maybe not after Survivor Series, but maybe after the Rumble. By the way, I hope they do a women's Rumble this year. Once the horsewomen go into whatever their program is with the other horsewomen, there's going to be a bit of a vacuum.
Yeah, there is.
In the women's division for that period of time leading up to WrestleMania. So it wouldn't surprise me if Ember Moon came up at that point.
I mean, it solidifies if the horsewoman versus horsewoman match happening at Mania more or less guarantees we're going to get Asuka versus Alexa Bliss for the belt at Mania.
Yeah, that could be, yeah. A couple more questions for people.
Zach Stolpa says Authors of Pain have to be called up after TakeOver. Assuming they don't win.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, they don't. I haven't looked at the spoilers. Nobody tell me, Karen. I don't know if they're going to win next week or not. I would assume they're not.
Yeah, I would assume they're not either. I would assume that Undisputed Era would get involved.
Oh, right, because we know here, right?
Yeah,
we know the War Games thing is. Yeah, next week's going to be interesting. When's that's still 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Nicholas Combs says, I knew as soon as William Regal said that Nikki Cross would be in the Battle Royal that she would win it. Did you feel the same way when he said, I've decided to put Nikki Cross? As soon as he said that, I was like, oh, she's going to win the title. That's actually...
No, yeah, it was,
that's what I
thought.
wasn't
just she's going to the Battle Royals. Oh, she's probably going to win the belt.
Exactly. Yeah, I went past the Battle Royal. Yes. This is a great question right here. Charbel finds it funny Myers. Who do you believe has the highest ceilings regardless of whether they are... who do you believe have the highest ceilings regardless of whether they are under the thumb of Triple H or Vince? That was a different question than I thought when I initially read it. I thought he said, do you believe ceilings differ whether they're under Triple H or Vince? And I think that's definitely yes. But who is above Vince and Triple H in terms of the ceiling? For example, we think Bobby Roode's ceiling is probably way higher under Triple H than it is under Vince because we're kind of seeing that right now.
Well, I think that'd be the case for Sami Zayn too.
Oh, you think so?
They could replay his NXT story on May and get him superly over.
Yeah. Trying to think of other people. Asuka. I actually wonder what Vince thinks about Asuka.
I know.
I do.
Did you read what Meltzer said about her match against Emma at a TLC?
Yeah. I sort of took that with a grain of salt, though. He said it should have been a squash or it should have been a really, really fantastic match.
Instead, we got neither.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure at what point he ever thought main roster is going to give us really, really good matches. You know what I mean? Like, they gave us AJ. They would have given us 30 minutes of AJ Finn in a 5-star match before they were going to give us a 5-star match with Asuka and Emma. You know,
it's crazy. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter. Someone posted that graphic up about AJ, the travel he had to go through to get to that.
Oh,
match
yeah.
And basically, they had like no time to prep for their match.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, and if that's crazy to think they put on a match as good as what they did.
I know. No, I agree. No, they're definitely. And Karen makes a point here. She's only 2 months out after snapping her collarbone.
She should be in shorter matches than Asuka.
I know.
You could say, okay, Asuka made the jump to main, so the competition's better, whatever. But the second match on Raw, that should have been a squash.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know.
That should have been a squash.
I know.
Match. That should have been 2 minutes.
Takahashi has another good question. Besides Leo Rush or Ricochet if he comes to WWE, which looks increasingly likely, he's no more indie dates for him after January. Is there anyone in NXT you could see going straight to 205 Live? Johnny Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely Johnny Gargano.
What if they sent Almas to 205 Live?
I don't know if he'd like that. I mean, let's think about 205 Live a year from now. Okay, Almas, Gargano,
Ciampa,
Hatami, Ciampa. I still feel is Raw.
Oh, I know.
I feel Ciampa is Raw. I feel like maybe they'll do something together in NXT. I don't see Ciampa going to 205 Live for some reason. I just don't. My thought is this: Gargano, Atami, Almas, Leo Rush. 4 huge, great wrestlers.
Yeah.
Huge names, I mean, for us.
And great wrestlers. 4 huge acquisitions for 205 Ricochet
Live.
said, though, too, he wants the Finn Balor path.
Did I put Ricochet? I don't think I put Ricochet.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
Okay, yeah. He's not going to 205. Ricochet is so not going to 205
He's
Live.
bulking up, too, it looks like, a little bit.
Yeah, man. He's like, 206? How about 210?
I know.
Let's make it way too, yeah.
208 to be safe.
208, exactly, yeah. No, he's not doing that.
I kind of feel like Aleister Black needs to put an extra pound, so they announced him at 206
I
now.
think he needs to do that as well, because that would be completely weird. At that point, man, you got to rebrand the show. Number one, 205 Live needs infusion of talent. They really do.
Yeah.
Enzo and Kalisto just aren't going to cut it. They need an infusion of talent, and they need a bit of a rebrand.
Yeah.
They really do. So.
Yeah, they need to freshen up the product a bit and not necessarily do it live. Do it in front of a hotter crowd.
I'm telling you, man. Do it in freaking Orlando. Get a American Legion Hall in Orlando.
Not do it somewhere like on the East Coast.
Detroit.
Do it in New York or something like that, or Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Especially, I know WWE is
Philly.
really trying to stick it to the Indies.
Whoa.
Philly, I think, is Ring of Honor's home base for one of them. Or is it Baltimore? I don't remember.
The ECW Arena.
Yep.
Or the Hammerstein.
Yeah, do it at the Hammerstein.
That'd be sick. Come on. You know it'd be great. Just taping once a month, man. That's all I need.
Yep.
Gee willikers. That'd be great. Anyways.
But they're in cost-cutting mode, so it's not going to happen.
Not gonna happen.
Not going to happen.
Anyways, we got to get ready for the draft.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Outro music. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I started skanking right as you hit the outro graphic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boy, that seems off. Because I saw you doing it
No,
there.
no,
when hit
I
it.
was doing it right before. It's not that
okay.
off. It's fine.
Good.
How's everybody doing? More Dancing Larson. Ooh, Dancing Larson is now a GIF.
Well, there's already an amazing GIF of you.
Huh?
There's already an amazing GIF of you dancing.
Oh, I know. I'm going to ask this of our chat. Who is going to be top sleeper?
It's me made a Larson title.
Oh, wow, that's
I'm
great.
sorry, not somebody. Matthew Audet.
Oh, that's great.
It's the not gonna happen title.
DJ Johnson, Steve, is Larson always sick? No, I'm not always sick. Just once, I was thinking about once a year, just something really gets me.
He's always tired and he's always sick. And
That's
I'm
probably
always,
related.
And I'm always sick and tired.
Was it like 2 years ago? I got a cold and I got an ear infection and my eardrum ruptured. And that hadn't happened since I was a kid.
It was terrible.
It's just random. I don't get it. Probably because I don't sleep enough.
Oh, so Albano confirmed is supposed to be El Baño.
Oh, the bathroom.
Yep.
I have top pick. I know who top pick is going to be. That's already decided.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Top pick. Give me a break. There's a wealth of great
There
talent.
is a lot of depth.
Look, for every Space Force 5000, there's a Ted.
Yeah.
For every growth hormone, there's a
Earthquaker.
Wild Thing.
Earthquaker.
Or the Earthquaker.
Yeah.
You know, for every Crystal White, there's a Karen Payne.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
J.S. Wooten, man, this is what happened when I had my ear infection. It happened when I was sleeping. Like, it really kicked up when I was sleeping. So I woke up with extreme pain in my right ear, I think. Mm-hmm. Couldn't sleep. Went to the doctor next day, and they're like, yeah, you ruptured your ear.
Oh, nice. He made a Shock Steve title, too.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Great.
It sucked. I'd rather be hungover than have an ear infection. Because bad ear infections can mess with your equilibrium. Not fun. Manuel.
Janet Jarrett. I like the Wild Hosses, though. Everybody's making their pitches to us right now. My goodness gracious.
Top pick. I already know what I'm picking.
I think I know what you're picking, too. If you don't pick it, I'll probably pick it. Don't stare at me. I can feel you're staring at me. Ear infection or tooth infection? Oh, they're both terrible. Stop.
I guess tooth infection would probably be worse for you because eventually, generally speaking, ear infections you'll get over eventually if you're willing to withstand the pain long enough.
Yeah.
You don't need antibiotics, but a tooth infection, if it gets bad enough, you can start crawling up into your head.
All right, so let's talk about this.
What?
The H title is the title to get. Well, what's the world title then?
That's what we have to make. We have to make the other titles.
But what's the prestige of the world title?
Well, it doesn't have to be a world title.
I like
H title is the world title.
I like the open title. Can we have just an open championship title then?
The never overweight title.
Can that be the one that's undrafted? Walk-ons?
Sure.
Because it's an open. I like the idea of an open challenge with people you don't see every week. It keeps it fresh.
All right.
And Mecha Santa controls the H title, so I kind of have the say over this.
I guess you do.
But you also brought up the never overweight title, so maybe I'll do that one.
What piece of Adam Cole's attire should next be used to recruit Roddy?
Socks.
No, his sport coat.
His sport coat?
He wears a sport coat sometimes.
They didn't this time.
The sleeves off his shirt.
Oh, there you know. I like the sock. I like just because I like people never look dignified when they're taking off their socks.
What time is the Bad Wrestling Draft? 3 o'clock.
1 hour
in
from now.
65 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, you better turn that off. Card's full.
No, it's fine.
Thayer Thabata talking up Flyboy Allen.
You know what we should do? We should the mid-card title should be the Global Force Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Just bring Eli Drake really in quick.
Eli Drake.
Bring Eli Drake in really quick to job the title out to mid-card worker.
No, I like the never overweight title.
Yeah, I like that too.
See, but it takes more than an entrance
Yeah.
to secure a top draft position.
It's true. It is true.
Oh, wow. Lord X saying that Mechas finisher is the mech check. It's a lumbar check.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of lumbar check.
You love the lumbar
All right.
check.
We got an addition to my cheat sheet. Don't look over here.
Is that in order?
No. It's an order of me scrolling through the downloads.
Gotcha.
Terror Rising title. What you got there?
That's not what I want.
You want the Undisputed Era's theme?
What the heck? How's it not here?
Because it's temp. That's what you said. Placeholder.
Well, that like solidifies it, huh?
Is it on their YouTube channel? That's where they put themes up, generally speaking.
Yema.
Ooh, Karen says Karen Payne has a wrist lock lariat. Ooh.
Didn't we know that? Painmaker. Rainmaker? Maybe she called it Painmaker.
Painmaker. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Didn't we use
yes.
it though? I think we used it. Didn't we?
I like that everybody's making their final pitches here. This is great.
I know, it is great.
Janet Jarrett.
Janet Jarrett's hilarious.
Well, there you go.
What's that?
Alex C. making the strong case for Space Horse. Standing finisher the same as Silas Young's.
Yeah, but does he do it as awkwardly as Silas Young?
I mean, he's a horse.
Yeah.
So probably.
Probably, yes.
J.S. Wooten says just use all the characters this year.
Impossible.
Tempting, but yes. Very difficult.
Everyone you draft gets at least one match. Nope. Some of them might never be seen. Same as last year.
I think I got pretty much everybody I drafted.
I
at
didn't
least
even come
once.
close to it. Where's the industry? Hashtag where's the industry?
Let's see if anybody got left. I know ad revenue only ended up showing up once.
It's more times in the industry.
You had several people that didn't show up at all.
I know.
Like crack and cocaine.
But the reveal of Pearly Dentata was perhaps the greatest reveal in the history of wrestling.
I don't know about that.
Oh, it was.
Let's see. Yeah. I think, yeah, he did. Yes. Yeah, I got everybody on at least once, I think. I like that we finally cracked our first story.
I know, me too. I'm very excited about that story, too.
Me too.
HBKFC never debuted. The problem is there, Thabata. He's an IP of somebody else. If you were smart, you would have made HBK of Steve.
Yeah.
Larson would use his talent. Steve would use like 15 guys, and half of them I created, or half of them I just got off the draft board after the fact.
Zach Stolpo.
And you know what? I had the best show.
Nah, that's not true. Zach Stolpo, what did you prepare for more, the Friendo draft or fantasy football? Friendo draft.
Oh, Friendo draft.
Friendo draft's way more important.
I didn't even know when the friggin' draft was for fantasy Friendo football.
Yet I'm in almost first place in all my leagues. Second place in the Friendo. You're going to beat me this week because I have horrible matchups. Thank you, J.S.
I will reascend to first place.
Well, not necessarily. Who is in first place now has to lose, or you have to vastly outscore them.
I understand the concept of...
I'm saying it's just by beating me, you're not guaranteeing yourself
I'm
first
not
place.
guaranteeing anything. I'm guaranteeing I'm going up to first place, though.
Alex C. If Space Horse goes number one, I'll 100% buy a bad wrestling t-shirt. If he doesn't go first, I'll still 100% buy one.
Nice. You know what we should have done? We should have had a buy-in for the draft. Put up the t-shirt in advance. If you want in on the draft,
Oh my goodness.
buy the t-shirt, cut a promo in it. No, that'd be so cynical. Matchups. All matchups.
Don't worry, J.S. Wooten. That top-notch shirt will be on there for a little while. We're not going to pull it.
Big Billy Irons, anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is, man.
Matthew Williams Esquire says, an idea for WrestleMania. FriendoCon, Sacramento.
Oh, yeah.
We have a WrestleMania watch party.
That'd be cool. I'd probably go down to L.A., though, because how many people are going to come up here versus we have a lot of people in L.A.
We got to bring some special guests in.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Bring in...
all we got to bring is our N64 and a PS4. Have tournaments all day long while WrestleMania is going on. It's like a 7-hour show.
We see if some of our buddies from LA would come up for the weekend.
That's actually how Gore and Perkins do it. You have to buy their T-shirt. Is that true? Hey, good for them. Good businessman, Gore and Perkins.
Patrick Oliva says Ted's for first pick. That seems like a bit of a reach. Just based on one battle royal.
Dude, did you see are you insane? Did you see the reaction that Ted got?
I understand.
It was insane.
I'm not saying he's not on my cheat sheet.
Ted is a license to print money.
That's not true.
That is absolutely true. Are you kidding me? What will we have at our LA WrestleMania Friendo meetup to eat?
Mountain Mike's.
Do they have Mountain Mike's down there?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
LA, dude. All right.
What will we have?
Oh,
we
you're
still
thinking about that?
owe them 7 more minutes, man.
I would think they'd understand that we'd want to do our prep
That's
for the
still
draft.
50 minutes for prep.
So everybody's looking forward to the
Ample.
draft. Are you guys okay if we just cut out now? Once we decide what we're going to eat in our LA Friendo meetup?
What's a local fare?
Roscoe.
Okay, that's it. That's the answer.
Roscoe Catering by Roscoe.
That's a good idea.
Ooh.
Done. I didn't get that last time.
Is this Roscoe? Can I have all your mac and cheese? No, I don't want a large mac and cheese. I want all the mac and cheese.
All your mac and cheese.
Can you come just make the mac and cheese here, and as it's being made, put it in my mouth? Thank you. Also, waffles.
Oh, their waffles are so good.
They're so good. Dun, 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 dun. Now, according to Alex C., Ted is totally going to be the Daniel Bryan of bad, but Steve will draft him and release him to wrestle on the indies.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. I'll bring him over to NXT Steve. Licensed to print money.
So sure about that?
The mac and cheese title. Ooh. Do.
Should we have another food-themed belt?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, people are talking about a venison burger at Arby's. I've not heard about that.
I haven't heard about that either.
Oh, dear.
That was weird. Everybody's dropped everything.
Everybody's dropping everything.
Dropping the ball. Dun.
We should have a belt called the Taco Belt.
That'd be cool. Yeah, something else.
Belt Taco.
Taco title.
Well, instead of Bell Taco, it's Belt Taco.
Oh, Belt Taco.
Belt
okay,
Taco.
You win that one. Belt Taco. Oh, that's great. Belt Taco.
Belt Taco.
Who wants a Belt Taco? Who wants to go to Belt Taco? Ooh, In-N-Out truck for the LA meetup. There you go. It's not just any ordinary meetup. It's a watch party.
Yeah. With tournament.
With tournament. Watch party with tournament.
With tournaments. Everybody bring their best against me playing as Minoru Suzuki in virtual pro wrestling. Does anybody have a chance? Man, I worked you hard. I'd annihilated you. Minoru Suzuki in that game is the best.
I didn't really give it my all, though.
Oh, that's what you say. That's
I really
garbage.
didn't. I was happy to see you happy.
Oh, so you did it out of the goodness of your heart.
Well, you're sick and annoying and shit. Usually you're better, cooler if you're in a good mood.
Is it on the WWE channel? Or
No.
no, someone ripped it off TV.
It's just Mauro Ranella talking. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear people talking.
Here.
Thought flip. Where do you think you're going?
Oh, well, they don't have it up there. This has got to be a placeholder.
It's so placeholder, dude.
Usually they get the themes up pretty quickly. That's a good idea. Matthew Williams Esquire says King of Friendos title tournament before WrestleMania watch party at FriendoCon.
There you go. Where will we have our watch party? I wonder how much it costs to rent out the back of a Meltdown. That'd be cool. The problem, the huge problem would be like legally streaming WrestleMania.
Yeah. How do bars get
business?
How do bars get away?
Oh, they pay a shit. They don't get away with it. They have to pay a shit ton for it. I mean, with the WWE Network, things might be a tad different. Things might be different if because of the.
How
network.
about this? Instead of having one,
but I know pay-per-views are expensive.
One projection of the thing, everybody watches on their own device.
That's a terrible idea. That's an awful idea.
That way, I mean, everybody's just watching their own screen.
What's a place we could like rent out, and then accept the liability for airing it? Well, because the thing is, like, can we just rent out a place and not charge? Like, I think it's if you're charging charging stuff for people there. We just need like a big venue we can go hang out.
Yeah.
We should ask James if we can go hang out at the Couch Shop warehouse, have our meet up there. He'd be down. I have no idea if he'd be down or not. It's probably not even his decision.
I'll have to ask Matthew Williams Esquire about the particulars.
The legalities of it?
Yeah.
He's going to get so annoyed with us.
I know, constantly asking legal questions. I keep him on retainer.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the problem. No, I was thinking rent a hotel's ballroom.
Yeah.
That'd be tight. But everybody has name tags? Oh, that'd be so much
hello,
fun.
my name is.
Hello, my name is, yeah. And then the bottle, get them custom, and I'm a friendo.
Hello, this friendo's name is.
Hello, this friendo's name is. That'd be great.
I mean, I'm down. But I mean, like,
You
if
charge for everything but the watch party part, and you'd be fined.
as we saw when we did the thing in LA, it's not like, yeah, I know on YouTube it says that's our top market.
Ooh, we could do a live chat trivia.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But it's not, the thing at Meltdown, there was, 25 people there?
Oh, I know.
So I have a feeling if people are going to come for it, if we make it a huge event, people will be coming in out of town anyways.
Yeah.
Why not just have it here?
Oh, have people fly out to Sacramento for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If people are going to travel out of town anyways. That's a huge assumption on my part anyways.
Well, okay, here's the thing, though. So it's not like that event was number one central to us.
I understand.
I mean, we promoted it like it was.
Yeah.
But also, when you're gathering to watch a pay-per-view, like the pay-per-view, that's I'm not sure. I mean, I know what you're saying. I'd have the same concerns. I'm just saying I think that's kind of a big difference.
Yeah, J.S. Wooten has a good point. Who doesn't want to visit Sacramento?
And on top of that, I don't even know if I'd want to charge anybody to go there for the meetup. It's a freaking meetup. Like, I just, depending on how much it would cost.
That'd be the thing. I just want to make sure we're not losing money on the endeavor.
Yeah, I really wouldn't care. If it was like $500, I'll lose money. I'll lose $500.
All right, you can pay for it then.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll do that. See if you can sleep at night. Yeah, I don't know. Because that's also the thing. It was like, you order your tickets here, and then, I got to click a link for that. You know what I mean? That was kind of the thing about the other thing. This is just show up, watch WrestleMania.
But that wasn't an issue for the
And
WrestleMania panel.
We'll put a donation pot.
How about this? Let's do it.
It'll be a live Patreon.
How about this? Let's do it in New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because all the fans are descending upon
Yeah.
New Orleans WrestleMania. We won't go to WrestleMania. We'll just have the meetup party in New Orleans.
That'd be cool.
For all the fans that are just there for the weekend but
That'd be
couldn't
good.
get tickets to WrestleMania.
We'll have our live Patreon bucket.
That's good.
Right?
A collection bucket.
It'll be a bucket, and it'll say Patreon on it. And it'll be like, this is our live version of the Patreon.
Sergio C. says just charge for food and drinks.
Or bring your own food and drinks.
Well, it depends on the policy of the venue.
People can't bring sack lunches to a hotel ballroom?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, catering would be expensive. Do-do-do-do-do.
Wonder if you can have the In-N-Out truck come, but people just buy their own stuff.
Right, yeah. Just, hey, we're going to have a bunch of people here. We'll point them in your direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's a lot of logistical stuff to do. We have to work on that.
This is probably not going to actually happen. This is too much to do.
Matthew Williams Esquire is offering his help.
His legal assistance?
No, his help, period.
Yeah.
It's much appreciated.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's appreciated. Oh, man, I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it, though. So much to do.
We have 6 months.
Yeah. How much to rent out? How much rent out hotel ballroom?
I can tell you what, it'd probably be cheaper to rent stuff out here than it would be in LA.
Angeles. Nobody's going to fly up here, man. Nobody's going to do that. I just want like one number. 400 guests. 506 South Grand Avenue, Los Angeles.
That's downtown.
Ooh, can we rent out the American Legion Hall where they do PWG?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Can we rent out that place?
Everybody just be sweltering.
That can't be that expensive. It's in April. It's LA. It's probably like 75. It'd be great.
I mean, it's late October now and it's 100 degrees out.
Well, now it's just different. Let's see here. The fee to rent the venue for a wedding ceremony starts at $500 with reception rental. Additional hours can be arranged for a fee of $1,000 per hour. How many hours is a wedding typically? It's not
4 to 6.
Yeah, it's not freaking 7 hours. Watch the pre-show in the parking lot. Just rent out a conference room at the pizza place.
I know.
Can you get Mr. Kennedy to come? Probably. DJ Johnson, no, I do not. That I know of. If not, do it close to an In-N-Out that is in walking distance.
That's funny.
Oh, man. Rent out a drive-in theater.
We can rent out a ballroom at the Marriott in Rancho Cordova for $400.
Can we rent out a small theater? Boy, that'd be a lot.
Yeah.
Rent out a what?
We're
not doing it in Rancho.
I'm just checking prices, man.
We're doing it in Sacramento.
I think we should.
Guilty.
I think we should.
I don't think we should.
If we can give them the real Stephen Larson experience, it needs to be in our hometown.
And then we'll rent like a little bus and take them on the Rancho Cordova, the Stephen Larson experience.
The Stephen Larson reality tour.
Exactly.
But it wouldn't be us.
Yeah.
We have to hire somebody to say that we were based on that person.
Patrick Oliva says Legion Hall in Reseda is $12.50 for 7 hours.
Wow. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Invite wrestlers who will do merch booths and get a bunch of sponsors. You should rent out Marty Jannetty. I wouldn't want him there. Mr. Kennedy, I'd fine with. Can you do the thing? Kennedy! Kennedy!
You probably can't do it because that's WWE owned.
He's not allowed to do that.
BookProWrestlers.com.
Our newest clients, who we have. It's all Bischoff. Well, how much is Bischoff? Book now. Serious inquiries only. I seriously want to know how much he costs.
I'm not going to tell you until you give information.
Brian Blair.
Buff Bagwell.
Oh, what's he going to do?
Carlito. EC3.
Oh.
Demolition.
Nick Patrick.
Whoa.
Can he come in NWO ref gear?
Yeah. Oh, Terry Funk.
Oh, man.
Glacier. Scott Hall. Yeah, Scott Hall.
What you should do is book you versus Glacier on N64.
There you go. Brooklyn Brawler. Lex Luger. MVP. Kevin Nash. New Jack. DDP. Oh, man. That's awesome.
There's a bar minimum of 250.
What?
Nothing. He's talking about the PWG arena.
No. Okay, we'll think about that.
Yeah, we'll think about
All right. Let's do some prep.
We're done?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in about 45 minutes.
Goodbye.